So it's 2:34 at the time of this recording. I woke up at 1:13 and it's like I couldn't go back to sleep. Someone is definitely up. We will be together again. Someone's reminiscing. Someone's hoping that you'll give them a second chance. Someone is underneath the door. Grateful for the spiritual lesson. I feel like this person hurt you. This person hurt you in some kind of way. And now that they're becoming a better person, they feel like you're leaving them behind. You've already done the work. You've already had the lessons. You've already had to grow through this. And now that this person is finally having that moment too, to grow, they're worried that you've already left them. Because while you were doing the healing work, they were indulging in other connections that they shouldn't have been. They should have been doing the work. They believe this is a union that's meant to be, that you two are meant to be. In some kind of way, they just feel like they're grateful for you and everything that you've done, but they also want to make a return. They feel very strongly and confident. Even though they're not sure if you're going to take them back because you've already done this work, this person's going to come in as cocky and confident as possible because they don't want you to see that they lack without you. They want you to believe. It's so funny because this is such a mind F, right? They're trying to mind F you, but it's for a greater purpose to them. Like they don't mind F-ing you over their confidence when really they're kind of lacking in that because they think it serves a greater purpose, which is a union. So if this person's not got it all together, but they're trying to because they feel like this is just the thing. Four of Cups. They don't want to disappoint you. They're going to have the best foot forward, the best face that they can give you. They don't want to be a disappointment. Because I feel like they've just started this journey. They're not where you are. They're healing and they're understanding this connection, but they're not where you are. But they want you to think that they are where you are, even though they know they're not because they're tired of the stalemate. They want to communicate in some kind of way. They want to bring this back into a union with you. And they're just trying to figure out how to do that. Do they come in cocky and confident, or are you going to see past that mask? They're going to see it. So this person's up tonight thinking about how in the hell they can bring you two back together again. Go to part 2. This person has avoided doing the work for a very long time. While you were out there healing, they weren't. They were indulging in third-party situations, karmic partners, karmic entities, gambling, drinking, smoking, whatever, to not have to deal with whatever pain happened here. So they just indulged in other things, hoping that would just like push you down. But now that they're seeing that those things don't give them any kind of real life or any kind of purpose, you're starting to bubble up to them. You're coming back to the surface. And they are saying in their head, we'll be together again, because I feel like at some point you told this person, because you awakened much earlier than they did. You understood what this connection was. And you told them how important this connection was. But to them, because they were not awakened yet, it just felt like a fantasy. Like how could someone love me like that? How could someone care about me like that? I'm not all that great. I'm going to have this cocky, confident attitude towards the world that you saw past that. But this love that you actually had was genuine, and it felt like a fantasy. Like, how could that even be real? How could that even be something that they deserve to have? But now that they're understanding this connection, they're hoping that they didn't F up too bad. That this pride, this ego, whatever kept them blockaded from you, whatever made them push you down in their belly while they were entertaining these third parties, they're hoping they didn't fuck up too bad. That you still see them the way you saw them before. When you were in their energy saying, please stop acting like this, please stop doing this. I see the beauty in you and I want better for you. But they kind of thought that you were just controlling them in some kind of sense. But now that they're seeing past their own ego, their own pride, they're watching you in the shadows, up at late at night, probably on your socials, just trying to study you, figure out if you're still the same person who holds that love for them, because in their mind, 222 on the timer, you'll be together again. In their mind, you'll be together again. I was saying 222 all yesterday too, so that's funny. But will you see past that mask? Will you call them out on their bullshit? Are they able to actually put down that mask with you? Because in order for you to even acknowledge them in any kind of meaningful way, they're going to have to do this, because you see past the facade. Go to part 3. This person is watching you. They're studying you. They're trying to figure out if you're still the same person that used to give love to them, that had that open heart, that genuine love for them, that caring for them. Because, and they're kind of in obscurity about this. They're really concerned. They wear a mask, and I feel like a lot of people are taken by this mask. They don't see the mask, and they're just like, oh, that confidence, that like, but they have, this person is so insecure that they have nothing but that mask. Because there's, if someone was to pull that off, like, they would see all the mush. You see all the mush. But they know in order to get to you this time, they have to come with an open heart. They do. They can't wear this mask. You'll call their bluff. They can't hide behind their pride and their ego and their stubbornness. Didn't work before, why would it work now? And now that this person is awakening, they don't want to do that either. They're just, even if they're having this awakening, they are still scared. Because they feel like because you've already gone through the healing. You've already done this work, because while they were busy entertaining the karmic and entertaining karmic situations and putting themselves in third-party situations, you were doing healing work. As messy as it was, as crazy as it may have seemed, because I feel like I'm getting a lot of energy of just like being mad, crying, want to run someone over with your car. Hopefully you didn't do that, but you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of energy there. But it wasn't, it maybe it did come off a little crazy, but it was you going through the healing journey. It was necessary, and it's like they just wanted to call you out back then because they kept a mask that everything was just cool and fine and dandy when it wasn't. And you wear how you feel outwardly. You don't hide it. So now that you're doing better because you already did the work, they're just starting. So now they're feeling crazy. It's like the way that they left you is how they're feeling now. So even though they're feeling like we'll be together again, I'm telling you, the way that you felt when that connection ended is what they're feeling now. But is it a little bit too late for this commitment? You always knew. And I feel like they knew too. They just had a lot of ego, a lot of pride, right? But they want this commitment. We started with we'll be together again in part 1. But they let distractions and conflict and distance get in the way of you two. So could you reconnect? Could this even work? Is there any possibilities of a return? Fucking soulmate. Cards say yeah. You're gonna have to work through a lot of sorrow to get there. It's not over. The healing journey is not over. I feel like you've done some big work on yourself. They have to do some big work on themselves. And once they've completed doing enough work on themselves, not all of it, maybe there's some hope that you two, maybe there's some realizations that you two are those soulmates and that you can work through this pain, you can work through this sorrow. And then the rest of the healing you can work through